and then that to connect back. Right, so that's using 19. Right, that's working, that's working, that's working. So the other thing I need to connect up here is this synthesis bench. 29, okay. And then we need that to connect to that, that to connect to that, and that to connect to this one. Okay, that's working. Right. So let's have that to there, that to there, and that connecting to this, and then that to there, that to there, and that to there. 30, 30, 30, 30. So we need one. If we get one more, that will help us do our all the pumps and stuff. Right? That will help us do all the pumps. Because I'm got some water purification stuff basically in the water pumps. Right, lights here. What we're going to put as lights here. Let's have a look at that while we're waiting for stuff to cook. So, oh, I know what I want to do. In each of the towers, searchlight. If only they worked. Okay, then the other thing I want to do is on the walls. I don't want too many of them, but enough. This basically says that Michael Myers lives here. Okay, good. Right. That's a projector light. Alright, what have we got? What's a wall lamp? Okay. I want to make sure the entrance is lit. Okay. So far, so good. Right, yeah. So it was lamps to go up on the balconies. Maybe the balcony's where we can put these like yard lights. Like if we put it like either side of the door. They just look, it doesn't look right with the wood though. Maybe I just go with this and put it like over the door. Like so. Okay. Now then, how's our tungsten doing? Steel and silver. Come on, Froggy. 16 seconds. There we go. And let's make stardust source. We need stardust ore and portable mixed fuel. So at some point we'll need to go out and farm stardust source. Or star trace ore, sorry. Get a ton of that, bring it back, turn it into stardust source, and then use a stardust source to turn it into acid. Right, so let's build another one of these. And I think that's all we can build. We can't build 6, right? Can we build 6? We can build 6. Oh, we can build 6. Okay. So, if I can build 6... I'm going to want... Am I going to want some more refiners? That's the thing. For the fuel. More refiners, more of these. Actually, no, because water filters are, I think it's 10, at least 10 for the big one, right? In fact, I can do that now. I don't need to build any more structural stuff, right? It's all decoration now. So if we go to memetics, and let's refund the minimum. Right, so let's refund that. Right. Let's refund that. And the small support, right? Just for now, right? That gives us 30. And then if we come to here, right, and we get to those... That gives us the irrigation and the osmosis stuff. And then this will give me grow lights. And fertilizers too. Right? I'm missing the final dishes, but that can wait until we get more. We'll get more memetics, right, in the next phase. The same with the drills, right? We'll get that in the next phase. I'm not fussed about that. The ammunition HP recovery, again, we can get all of that in the next phase. Same with the animal capture. Same with the vehicle charms. Right? Gear storage. All of that. So that's fine. So, now, we get rid of that. I've got to remove all objects from it. Okay. What's in it? That. Okay. What? There's nothing in it. Oh, there's that. Whoa. Right. That's pretty full. So let's put that in there. And that has got a bit in it. Right. Okay. Now I've got to work out this one. So if I put the large water filters, I cannot put them down there, right? I cannot put them down there because I need to put them on a foundation. Thing is, if I put them up here, how in the fuck do I get... Right, they're 10 each. Right, so that would be 20. Oh, that wasn't what I was looking for. Right, to get that up to here, and that... No. Oh, fuck off. And that to here. Which way is that going? Yeah, because it's higher, right? So somehow I've got to get this higher. But not too high. I'm thinking, like, could I build... I'm just going to do it with wood quickly. Can I build a half wall? Right, and... like that, and then put a ceiling on it. And then put that up. Too high for these, apparently. Huh, who'd have thought that that is too high for those? Okay, I don't need to go that high. Can we go... Is there anything smaller than that wall? I don't think there is it? Half wall is the smallest. We can go 1/8. Alright, let's try that. Can't build any more structures. You're taking the piss. Can't build any more structures. You're taking the piss. We're literally capped at structures. Can I build... Yes. Right. Now can I put that up here? Okay, they're still flowing in. That's now flowing to here. And then I need that to go into here. That works. I don't like the gravity system. I don't like it. But what I also have to do is, right, that is... Alright, we need to connect a wire to that one. And also to that one. Right. And then I need to check what these are actually pumping. Are they pumping oil or are they pumping water as well? So that's doing oil and water. Oil and water. Oil and water. So they're doing oil and water both. So I would need a water pump. So if I had that there, we built another storage. We built a mini water pump. and we went from there to the water pump to here, and we turn it on. Okay. Question is, how many can we attach? Okay, why is it going back? Why is that going back? They're both going up, right? Yeah, there we go. There we go. And that's going down. No. No. Why could I not get... The pump is on. So where's the other end of the pump? God forbid they make this fucking easy, right? You would think. So it just takes it from there. Right, now it's working. Okay. Okay, can we get 6? That would be great if we could. There, good. So all these are pumping water into here. They're leaving the oil in the thing, which is fine. They're all pumping oil, which is good. The only thing I'm thinking of is, do I need more of the pure water purifiers? But that's just going to take more power than I've got, because I want to put in here grow lights and irrigation. Irrigation is 2, right? So let's do an irrigation here and an irrigation here. Right, and then let's do irrigation here and irrigation here. Is that how I want to do it? And is that going to reach the back? I think not. So let me move that one and that one. Let me put my irrigation in there. Ooh, no. And there, like that. And let's move that one. And that one. Alright, so that's going to be 8 power just from that. And we're going to have to pump up to there, I think. I don't know, actually. Let's bring in the pipes. No. So it doesn't look like I need to pump to the irrigation. And I say I hate all this plumbing and electrical crap. I'd rather just put, like, tell it this is the output, right? Go here and go there, without having to do this gravity and this pumping and everything else. And the same with the power. Like, just tell me I've got this much power and automatically power stuff. I really wish that was the way. Right, that's 20. Right, that's 1. So let's do these. Let's power these. Right, that's powered. That's powered. Because it, like I say, every 4 weeks, or sorry, every 5 weeks, all this gets started from scratch. It's not like you got the base for bloody months and years or whatever. Okay. So the only thing we're going to need to do is grow lights. How are we going to do grow lights that are going to actually... I'm going to have to put a ceiling in, right? But I can't build any more structures. We're structured out. Balls. How are we going to do grow lights then? See, there's just not enough structure points. And this isn't exactly the biggest, most complicated base. It's too limited. We need 1,000. We need 1,000 structure slots. We need 1,000 structure slots. If I put grow lights in from the ceiling, is that gonna be enough? Let's see how wide the beam is. Do you know what? It's not bad. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move that to there. I'm going to move that to there. I'm going to move that to there. And that to there. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. I think that could work. Right, that's working. That's working. And that's working. Okay, and how much power have we used here? So we've got 13 of 30 and 20 of 30. So we've got a bit of power left. All right, so there, and that's all pretty much growing. And then we just need to put, when we get some more spoiled food, we'll fill up the middle and all the area that we can with things. Okay, that's good. The only question now is, how do I adjust the grow lights? Because it doesn't appear that you can adjust them remotely. So like these, we can adjust, right? So let's just irrigation. Let's just go 100 for now, right? How do I adjust those? Huh. What if, is there a way to bring it lower? Like there. Can I adjust it? Okay. And then, oh, then put it back. Will that work? That's the question. Five-head move. And I'm putting it at 100 because they're actually going to be quite far away. So I'm thinking that I might need that level of intensity. But I don't know if that is. I don't even know if that's actually working. But again, something else they might need to consider, which is allowing you to adjust this stuff remotely. Well, that looks pretty good. I'm thinking that looks like a decent greenhouse thing going on there. Right, can we build any deviant boxes? Or, sorry, isolated. No, we've already done the maximum, right? So with that in mind, where is... Right, that's a grow shroom. So let's take one grow shroom. You're going here. Who else is in here? Grow shroom. Right, you're going to go over here. And then I need Digby Boy. Who's that? That's nobody I care about a minute. Right, Gel. Rain Man. Do you know what? I don't need a Rain Man, but I need an extra Buzzy Bee because we've got more than enough irrigation, right? Irrigation isn't that a problem. So I'm going to put you in here, but I'm going to swap you out for a Buzzy Bee. And I've got a Buzzy Bee here somewhere. There's a Buzzy Bee. Look at that cock. Look at that cock. He literally knew where I was going to place it and he walked there. Fucking bitch. Come here. Now he fucks off, and now this bitch comes here. That's what I think of that. Right, Rain Man, we're going to withdraw. Don't need the Rain Man because we've got plenty of irrigation, right? So withdraw you. And find a Buzzy Bee. There we go, 5-3. So I've got 2 Buzzy Bees in there, and I've got the thingy, right? And then at the back here should be all of our compost. Okay. Have we actually done it? And have we got power left? Right. Power left. What are we doing? I want some more furnaces. Because... So furnaces cost how much? 5. So that would be 10. So 2 more furnaces. Right. And let's connect them up. To here. And then... Oh, wire connections at max. So that can't connect anymore. Oh, that sucks. Right, hang on then. Let's get rid of that. What I can do is do a wall terminal here. We can take all of these and we can go that into here, that into here, that into here. This is why this is such a ball ache. Like, who wants to do this every 5 fucking weeks? Clearly me, because I'm doing it, but... Right. 28 of 30. 20 of 30. 30 of 30. 30 of 30. 30 of 30. 19. So I've got 10 there spare, and I've got 10 there spare. So what do we go with? We go with one more refinery and one more water filter. Right, that's all flowing into there. That's all flowing into there. They're both flowing into here. And is that flowing out? Have we got that going into here yet? I didn't think we had, actually. Right, and then let's build another water filter. Okay, and then let's have that into here, that into here, and that into here. And then we need to power that. So let's power it with this one. Okay, and then let's build one more refinery. Oh no, I know what's not. Where's my brewing barrel gone? We need to power that bad boy. Where's the brewing barrel? Where did my brewing barrel go? Okay, where is the brewing barrel? Shit, I thought the brewing barrel was here. Did I delete it? I deleted it by mistake when I did the thing. How much is a brewing barrel? Brewing barrel costs 10. Well, there's our other 10, right? There's our other 10. Not a refiner. Where is it? There. But then, do I want 4 refiners and only 2 of the water filters? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. But I think that we're maxed at power now. There's nothing else we've got, because that fucking thing moves around between them. So I need to keep it less than 30, otherwise it shuts stuff off annoyingly. Right. So everything's working, powered, working. So that's all working. Cool, and that's all working because we can see it. Insufficient power. Why? Alright, let's plug you into here. And you can go back up to here as well, just in case. Who else was not 100%? Please tell me that you're working. Yeah, working. Okay, good. But because that eel moves around, I wish I could assign him to a particular generator, for example. There we go. So whichever one he moves to, we'll keep that powered. Okay. Right, so let's get rid of those. Bosh. And how much nicer does that look? So with that in mind, base is built. Systems are running. All that's left is decoration. And to be honest, I think I'm going to do that off stream. We've been streaming today for nearly 6 hours. We have done all the strongholds in Blackheart region. We finished off doing the last of the morphic crates and riddle spots and all of that. treasure chests. We have done a big base build, like I promised, and we did something different. We didn't just put an old blueprint down. So the only thing I've got to plant some seeds, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's plant seeds and then wrap it up. Right. Farming. I know what I don't have. I need in my bag some of that. Ugh. Right. Farming. So, corn. Item not owned. I needed. Maybe it wasn't the water I needed. It was the bloody fertilizer. Right, put that in my bag. Okay. This is just a basic fertilizer. We'll get better fertilizer. Right. So let's put the corn in. Right. Plant. Let's get the water up because it's not irrigated enough yet. Use. Right. So I don't have. Right, what else do I want to put in? Right, wheat. Right, no, it's peppercorn. Got to do peppercorn, right? That's an important one. Yes. 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 Right, and then I need to do... Have we got moral? Where's... Oh, no, peppercorn. What did we just plant? What's in here? Tulips? Oh, man. Why did it not plant the peppercorn like I asked you to? Fucking game. Right, insufficient peppercorn seeds. Right, moral. Sure we've got... There we go, moral. Use. Again, this is such an overly complicated system. If you've got a stash of water and fertilizer, it should just plant it. Insufficient moral seeds. Right, wheat. Right, insufficient wheat. Right, what else do we want to plant? Let's plant a cucumber. Because, well, why not? Pumpkins. Okay, beets for the sugar, absolutely. Always good to get the sugar. Okay, so now we're out of beets. Potatoes, cabbage. Cabbage can be useful, particularly deviated. Let's get a few of those in. Right, there was some saffron, I think I saw. Saffron, yeah. Okay. What else should we get? Let's have some mushrooms. Okay. And then we got 3 more boxes. We haven't got any sage, bellflower. Let's do blueberries because that's good for making the blueberry juice, right? Which is really nice. There we go. And there we go. Cool. Like I say, once we get spoiled food, we'll be able to fill up this space in the middle nicely. And in the meantime, the grow shrooms will make sure everything's got what it needs. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this evening. We streamed, as I say, nearly 6 hours. We've done everything there is to do in pretty much in Once Human, up to phase 2, right? So if we look here, there is nearly 4 days or 3.5 days left of phase 2. We have, say, done all the regions, all the strongholds, all the spots, Morphix, treasure and all that. And we've completed everything we need to do in phase 1 challenge and phase 2 challenge. All done, right? Yeah, we haven't done every one of these, but to be honest, I'm not that fussed about Mitsuko marks. Like, you know, yeah, okay, we could get some of that. It's just a statue, a name card. It's not really worth much, these things. I've got tons of these. So I'm really not that fussed about the whole Mitsuko marks thing. And that takes Starcrom anyway. So, yeah. There's nothing else left to do in phase 2. Tomorrow will either be Baldur's Gate or Cyberpunk. Haven't decided yet. I've still heard nothing on Path of Exile 2 in terms of the 0.2 update. So we'll see how that goes in the morning. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on the Path of Exile 2 update. And I think we're done. Thanks all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed a little bit more of a chilled stream with the base build. Something different. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for being with us. Really appreciate it. Everybody that was on YouTube, everybody that was on Twitch. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your evening. You've been watching The Ghost Owl. Good night.